Final hour of Wow Mini Soul Food, 19 minutes past 9 o'clock. Thank you so much, my dear listener, for staying tuned to Radio Mini 88.3 FM. Now on to our final segment of Wednesday. Remember, Live by Design with Grace, and Grace, she's here this morning. Remember, we are talking matters love. Valentine's build up, my dear listener. So today on Live by Design with Grace, we are getting real about love, my dear listener. Not the Instagram love, no, not the movie kind of script love, no, the kind of love that shows in our ordinary lives, ordinary days, okay? Maybe how we speak, okay? How we disagree, all right? How we heal, how we treat each other when one is watching, or when no one is watching, my dear listener. That is it. And here is the twist. Remember, love isn't only felt by couples. It is also seen by children. All right? That is why I asked you from the beginning, from your perspective, how does love look like? And then I told you to drop that a little bit. Look at your children. How do they see that love? Okay? That is it. Because the way we love becomes the first classroom our children ever sit in, my dear listener. So today we are asking, what does love actually look like in real life? And what do our children learn about love from watching us? When they look at you, what do they see? So this conversation is also leading towards something very special that is happening on the 14th of February, this 2026, my dear listener. Today is 11th. 14 is just around the corner, all right? And Grace is inviting couples, those dating, those in courtships, to come and learn, to come and heal, and come and get the skills on how to reconnect with their loved ones, okay? That is exactly what will be happening on the 14th. So bookings are underway, and the number to book, my dear listener, is 0797 490 404. That is the number, 0797 490 404. That is the number. Drop a text there, and Grace will be guiding you on how you will be a part of these beautiful couples and those datings who will be converging on the 14th of February 2026. Grace, how are you?
I'm good.
Happy to see you.
Happy to see you too, Bramwel.
My day is made.
Yes.
Hata kabla waanze kuongea.
Hata yangu. It's very interesting that I always look forward.
Imagine.
Niliambia mwalimu, chaplain. Nilimwambia,
yes,
just wait and hear the laugh. Tukikuja hapo kwa stairs. So I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Our listener, my name is Grace Karaoke. I am a marriage and family therapist, and also I do psychological wellness in terms of therapy and counseling and guidance. So I'm happy to be here today. And today, I want to say that for people who are seeking relationships and people who are in relationships, I actually help you to understand how real love looks like.
I like that.
By the way you live your day every day.
Yeah.
And to be able to understand that love is action. And last week we talked about how does the drift happen.
Yeah.
And drift happens because of actions. Because of the way that we are showing up in our relationship. For God so loved the world that he gave.
Yes.
And so today we are going to also remember what Jesus said. Return to your first love and do the things you used to do.
Yeah.
And so now today, couples, what does love look like? We are going to be able to chambua that, and I help your relationship to actually develop a healthy existence.
Yeah.
And again, we have said it is not the children who pay the price.
Exactly.
It's your marriage that pays the price, and therefore the children become collateral damage.
Well put, Grace.
Yeah.
And it is coming at the right time, because the biggest problem with us, Grace, is that we assume that we know. Just being vulnerable na kukubali kwamba enyewe sijui. Enyewe I need help is a very big problem to most of us. But today you are not alone.
Yes, I am not alone.
You've tagged along Lost and Found.
I think when she was here, she was a mwalimu.
Exactly.
And now
alitupea very deep conversation here about the Gen Zs I'll never forget. And I use it everywhere I go. That is how powerful she left us. Deborah,
Yes.
how are you?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
We are still here and moving.
I see.
Uh-huh.
And it's good to see.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Grace has said that you are no longer mwalimu. So
Yeah.
just introduce yourself so that pia mimi andike.
Well, I am no longer a mwalimu.
Uh-huh.
The last time I was here, I was a student at Kabarak University pursuing chaplaincy.
Yes.
And I did my internship at Park University. I used to come here on Wednesdays, sneaking from Park and coming here every Wednesday. So after that, Kabarak University took me in as a full-time assistant chaplain. So I
Okay.
work as an assistant chaplain.
Okay.
Yes.
It's been a year.
Yeah, and it's
Can you
been a year, yeah.
Mwaka imeisha tu hivyo.
Yeah,
Just like
nimemaliza
that.
mwaka moja. This is my second year.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Deborah.
Thank
You so much for the good job. And as we always say, that when we show up, you meet God right there.
Yes.
That's what happened. All right. So karibu sana, Deborah. We are here with Grace. So Grace, we are looking at how love looks like.
Yes.
All right. Now, from your professional experiences, Grace, how do you define healthy love beyond romance and feelings?
Yes, very important question. Once we get into now the real living in love, once the infatuation period is past, and now we are in the stage of deepening or the love getting to be real. The care, developing care and developing empathy and compassion for one another and kindness. That is what love is. It is, when we look at the biblical scriptures in 1 Corinthians, we do see that love is kind, love is patient, love is giving, and love keeps no record of wrong. And when I say that, couples who are listening to us, mwanze kuangalia kwa mira. You know, love is supposed to be free. Now, the skills that we need in order to keep this love alive is kindness, basic kindness. Some of us, we look, the way that we interact with each other, people are wondering, because we are not kind, we are unkind, we are cruel to each other. So love is kind. You want to show kindness to your significant other. Number two, you need to show compassion. And compassion is where compassion starts with pity. You see, na kuonea huruma. And then it ends with action to help you. So compassion means that I will do something to help you become better, to take away your pain, to take away your discomfort. That is compassion. Then we have empathy. Empathy is where I can walk in your shoes. How many couples tell each other, sasa hiyo ni kitu ya kukasirisha. Ni nini hiyo sasa unalia? You see? There you go, being sensitive and everything. You are not showing any empathy. Or walking away, not coming in and saying, let me hold space for you. What's up? What's going on? Mimi umenichokesha na hizi mambo zako za kushinda ukicomplain. You see? So empathy, very, very important. The fourth thing is what we call honor and respect. Honoring the person you married, the way they are. Stop trying to change them. You see, honor them. Show them respect, that I accept you the way you are, even though I don't understand why you are the way you are. And now, for the rest of my life, I'm going to be figuring out how to manage how we are. Because you are different from me. I'm not going to try to change you. I'm going to understand you, honor who you are, and together. Because when we feel validated, honored, and affirmed, change is not that difficult. Because I feel safe with you. And then number 5, equity. It's not equality. Equity. And equity is where Jesus said, I think it's Jesus, do unto others
Yeah, it's
and to
Jesus
others.
that you want them to do it.
As you see. So we look at, that is basic courtesy. It's basic human decency.
Okay.
If I cannot be like that to my partner, what business do I have being like that to others?
All right.
Or to my children? But when I leave that house, when I come into the house, it becomes a war zone. Love goes out the window. But when I'm out there, everybody loves me. Everybody thinks that I'm the best thing.
Yeah.
But then within our intimate relationships, we are doing all the wrong things that break our marriages, our feelings of love. And then what are our children experiencing? They are experiencing that love is not safe.
Yeah.
They can't trust it. They cannot trust it.
And you've broken it down so well, Grace, and we're gonna be coming back to all these issues that you've actually mentioned. Now you've brought in a very interesting conversation.
Yes.
About children being safe. Let me turn to Deborah here. Deborah, just reflect a little bit backwards while you were still a young kid under the care of your parent. Do you remember moments where you felt emotionally safe?
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yes. Especially when we had visitors. When we had visitors, my parents behaved like they really loved each other. And visitors saw the very nice side of my parents. My parents were pastors, so my dad was a senior pastor. So we would really, in fact, we would eat good food that time. My parents would sit together on the same couch. They would really show affection towards each other. Yeah, they would serve each other. My mom would serve my dad very well, and they were like a very happy couple until the visitors left. It was only in that moment that I felt safe, that love was safe. Immediately the visitors left, hell broke
back to factory settings.
Back to factory settings, default settings.
You see,
Yeah.
that is exactly what I wanted to hear.
Yes.
Because that is where most people are.
Yes.
When we are with other people,
Yeah.
I will show affection to my partner.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
In fact, I have heard so many parents say, or so many people of my age say, sijawahi ona mamangu na babangu wakigombana. All right?
Yes.
That is the language that I hear a
Yes.
lot. What leads to this? Kwamba wherever there are people, I will pretend to show love.
Love.
But when there is nobody, just the two of us, we cannot hold a conversation.
Right. So we are actually living a lie, and I don't want people to think that just happens just from nowhere.
Yeah.
One of the lies that we have believed is that love is mystical.
Okay.
But love is practical. It is not something that overcomes you. Okay, we fall in love, yes, but that love is supposed to grow and become deep care, and it becomes deep concern, and it becomes those 5 things that I talked about.
Yeah.
That if I cannot be kind to the person who I'm vulnerable to, what am I doing being kind to other people, you say? But we do need to understand, to your question, that there is the drama stage of marriage, which we talked about. So the honeymoon period is the infatuation part of marriage, where there is nothing wrong my partner can ever do, and there is nothing they can do that is wrong that I cannot withstand.
Yeah.
You see, until the drama stage starts. And normally, the drama stage will kick off at the time the children begin to come into the family.
Right.
Because the transition into now the partnership and keeping the companionship continuing to be loving and kind and empathetic and compassionate becomes difficult. Because now we go into self-preservation because we are feeling neglected.
Yeah.
So the man will feel that the woman is putting all the effort on the children, and then the woman will feel he is not supporting me during the time when the child is young. So you see, now we enter into loneliness.
Yeah.
We begin to feel alone, and therefore now love, the part that I said, love is action. So when a young man who is a new father is staying away too long, when the wife is nursing the child, what happens is that now the woman, the mother, is not experiencing support from her partner, the husband, and then the husband is feeling disconnected from her because he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So we go into default of what we saw. So kitambo, zamani, we would see when a mother would give birth, what would happen? Mother-in-law or the sister or somebody would come, and that lady would be supported by these women from the family, so that, and the man didn't have to go in there and help with the baby at all.
Yeah.
So he went and he did whatever he did. But life has changed. How many of us, sometimes I remember recently talking to a new mother, and I asked her, because now with postpartum depression and anxiety is so real. And you see, postpartum depression and anxiety is really a lack of support, because the woman has gone through trauma giving birth to a child, even if it's a C-section. Her body has gone through trauma. And that's why you will find that even in our African tradition, it used to be that the man had his own house. And then when the woman became pregnant and she gave birth to the baby, she stayed to win the baby even for 3 years. Before another one comes, you see, because, and that's why we can see part of the reason why polygamy was quite prevalent in our society. But today, what is happening is that people are getting pregnant. 2 young people are getting pregnant. They are not even telling their parents. They are staying pregnant until about the time the baby is coming, is when the family is getting to know. But also, they are not getting much help. So they are relying on each other and the house help. You see? So, but really what is needed during the transition into parenthood is a lot of physical support and emotional support for the young lady. And the man in this relationship, which is now either they are millennials or they are Gen Zs, which is them, they think, if I can change a diaper as a woman, even a man can. You see, there is this need for equity. There is this need of, you are 100% parent as I am 100% parent. I hear 50-50, all these things that we have. That's our reality today. And we need to understand, in order for you to keep the companionship, the love within your marriage growing, and leave the fantasy. Stop waiting for the infatuation to come back. It won't, because love is not mystical. It is very practical. What have you done for me today? You see? So that is how we are communicating. I love you. I care about you. You see? So the message we are sending is through what now we know. It's the kindness. It is the empathy, the compassion, the honor. So I'm not putting you down, and now the equity. If I don't like people being giving me silent treatment, I shouldn't give it to anyone. Because it's not a sign of love. It's a sign of rejection and abandonment. You see?
You've actually explained, and now my mind is in different places as you are talking, Grace.
Yes.
Because as I interact with Gen Zs on a daily basis, I hear all these things that you are mentioning, and the void is too loud. Okay? Especially those who are afraid of relationships. And when I talk to young men who are of age of getting married, okay, that void is too loud. Meaning that the experiences we went through as children at some point are shaping the way we are looking at love. And that is why I began by saying that the way we love becomes the first school our children sit in. And that is now where I bring in Deborah here. Looking back, how did your childhood, Deborah, childhood experiences shape the way you understand love today?
For me, love is the way I saw my parents relating. you cannot fully trust someone. Like they can change anytime. That's how I understood that somebody can be so nice and they can change anytime. It's love is not fixed. That's what I came to know. That sometimes people will also paint different pictures depending on where they are. So they will show people what people want to see, and the reality is different from what is actually happening every day. So I, as a person, I don't want to say I don't trust that love is there, but I know that I cannot fully count on someone to fully love me.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Predictability.
Yes, and we have spoken about that a lot.
Exactly.
Because love, when we talked about, remember last year, we talked about attachment styles.
Yeah.
So what Deborah has just described to us is what we call fearful avoidance.
Yes.
Because God created us in his own image, and God exists within a community.
Yeah.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. When you look at the creation story, what did he say? Let us.
Yeah.
And then he said, let us make man in our own image. And so Adam, when he was created, God looked at him and said, this man is so lonely.
Yeah.
Let's make him a helpmeet that is fit for him. You see, and so Eve came into the picture. And once Eve came into the picture, God said it was very good. And then it says that, and he created them male and female. You see, so we are all created in the image of God. So whether you are a woman or you are a man, it is up to you to show the image of God in your relationship.
Well said, Grace.
Yes.
Showing the image of God in my relationship. Now, that brings me to this question.
Yes.
Is love something we naturally know how to do, or something we must learn and relearn?
Yes. So love is something that is within us. But because I said love is action, we don't know how to action it.
Okay.
So we will action it according to the school that we were raised in. So that Deborah is more, that environment she lived in, she saw love can be very good, but then love can be very bad.
Yeah.
So toxic relationships are, the definition of a toxic relationship is when we are good, we are really good. And when we are bad, we are really bad. You see, so we build, like I said last week, action. So we build. And then when we are dysregulated, we destroy.
Exactly.
And we see that we see that in family relationships a lot. So the thing that me myself, I'm not fearful avoidant. When I am in a relationship where I don't feel safe, I am dismissive avoidant.
Okay.
And mainly it's because I'm a phlegmatic. So what will happen is, now when I look at my childhood, what I saw is that love is not consistent. You see? And so I can't trust it.
Yeah.
So I have to find a way to be okay by myself. That's why we normally say the fearful avoidant does not trust self and does not trust others.
Yeah.
The dismissive avoidant only trusts self, does not trust other people.
Yeah.
So the moment I begin to feel unsafe with you, najiondoa, I become dismissive, I deflate, I ghost you. That's how I saw my dad.
Okay.
Whenever they would have, because my mother is very talkative, she's a sanguine. So my mother would piga makelele mingi, mzee naye anajitoa for 3 days. Amjui yako wapi, amjui hamna chakula, alafu atarudi tu. So akikuja anapata sanguine wife wake, ndio sasa kimechemka kabisa. There was no physical violence, but there was a lot of verbal violence. Like I was saying last week we talked about frenemies.
Yeah, last week about one.
Yeah, frenemies. People are living together, but they are mortal enemies.
And talking about mortal enemies, Grace, that is exactly what I see in most relationships out here.
Yes.
We forget that it is not just about us.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
If they are children, they are being affected as well. And that is why Deborah is here.
Yes.
Conflict management.
Exactly.
You've mentioned about the skill
Yes.
to keep this particular love.
Yes.
Our relationships and our marriages are suffering because of lack of these skills.
Yes.
Hebu, Deborah, tell me, what have you learned about love and conflict management from your background?
Wow. Did I see any conflict management? Now, my parents used to fight a lot. And the only time I saw people, I used to see people coming to try and rescue the marriage. There's a time my aunt came and they had a conversation. And then when my aunt left, my dad started speaking really badly. He was telling my mom, you can even go marry that aunt.
Look at that.
And then then another time, another pastor came, like a pastor came with elders to just come and try and see if they can sort issues. Again, then my dad was very calm, like they were both very calm and listening and saying it's okay. Because we would hear some of the conversations, we would hear, ukipeleka maji ya kunawa unasikia when they are talking, you know. And then immediately the elders and the pastors left. Then my dad again told my mom, you can as well go and marry that pastor who you think is the one coming to solve your marriage, you know. So I never saw a point where conflict was fully resolved. In fact, anytime conversations would come up, my parents would just start fighting. Like, it's like they are together, and I came to learn that sometimes proximity doesn't mean someone is hearing you. So it's like they are together, but they are far apart. They are shouting at each other. It's like, you're not getting me, and at the end of the day, now they start throwing things at each other. So there was no really conflict resolution until the last moment when they finally broke up.
All right. You see, Grace, now, Grace, let me ask you, what do children unconsciously learn about love when they watch how couples argue?
Number one, love is not safe.
Okay.
Number two, you cannot trust people. Neither can you trust yourself. Because you don't have the skills to manage conflict. And then number three, that love is violent. So if I need something from you, I violently get it. You see? But they also learn that love love is not permanent. You know, even if somebody loves you, just wait, they will stab you in the back.
Eventually. It just happens eventually. Like, I saw my parents, you know, they were together, and then they did this pastoral thing together, they worked together, like things were just going on well, and then eventually it just couldn't work. And I think somehow at the back of my mind, I used to know this thing is not going anywhere, because I would see the way they fight, the way now pastors come, the way they come to church and act like everything is okay, the way other people come in, neighbors, and then they act like everything is fine. So I knew that eventually this is not going to go anywhere, and that is what happened. So sometimes I look at it and I imagine, somebody can really do what people say, sweeping you away. They sweep you out of your feet away. But somehow there's just a part of them that can change anytime.
Okay.
Yes.
And you see, Mwalimu always say that the moment you hit 30,
you are the background.
Stop blaming our background. You are the background now. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how old you are. I'm not going to that. Now, what skills are you training yourself, or are you learning to make sure that you get it right when it comes to matters relationship?
I think I have really been learning about intelligence and especially emotional intelligence, how to react, because one of the things that made my parents actually part ways is because they didn't know how to regulate themselves. So I'm learning how to emotionally regulate myself when I am so mad. For example, when I love someone and I feel they have done something wrong, I don't react at that time. I wait and then I respond later. I don't have to give an answer at that time. I don't have to be to have everything like in my fingertips at that time. I can always pause and then now retreat and then come and talk to them. And sometimes, I nurture my twin brothers, and I learned that sometimes they hurt me. They do things that I don't want them to do. I learned that I can even just go to my room, lie on my bed for some time, relax, and then absorb what is going on, internalize, and then come and talk to them. And then I'm also learning compassion. Like I have learned, I am learning that people have grown up differently. The way I was traumatized, another person grew up where there was money but there was no presence. Another person grew up where there was presence but there was no money. So I am learning how to also understand other people and be compassionate. Like to just know that it is not that this person is coming to me as 100% whole package good person, because the environment has contributed in so many ways. Some of them have even been brought up in loving families, but the things they have seen around them are shaping them. Like I work in the university. You see the way university students relate, the way they love each other, the way they love bomb, and then something just happens. You see they are harming each other here and there. I have learned that people can come from families that actually parents loved each other well, but the environment has shaped them differently. So I am learning to be very compassionate. And then I am also learning that we are just but human. Like we have love in our hearts, yes, but we also have hatred. Like we have both of them in our heart, and it's just the balance. So I'm learning that sometimes somebody will do something to me. It may not be intentional. Yes, others do it intentionally, but it may, and that is compassion, that it may not be intentional. This person is just human. It's just that probably at that time they didn't know how to manage anger. Probably at that time they just didn't know how to respond to you or what to say at that time. So I'm learning that human beings are just human beings, and we are not demigods. So it is only God that has perfection, and ourselves, we are in a very fallen world, that even sometimes we may learn all these things about loving each other, and we may have the tips and everything, and the human nature just shows up. The brokenness in us just shows up. So when it shows up, it doesn't mean that we are bad people. It just means that that day was a bad day, and we can fix it and keep on loving each other.
Well said. She reminds me something, Grace. Just yesterday, I was asking my Gen Z somewhere because they came to me and told me, Bramwel, I cannot work with so and so. I cannot work with so and so. We are different, but now you are putting us together to work to complete this. I told them, complete the work first, then come and complete.
Focus on the goal.
Yes. Work first, then come. So yesterday I was collecting feedback.
Yes.
You see, I asked them now. We were just sitting outside. Tell me how you felt.
Yes.
Okay. After I hipped you together, forced you to work, you have done. Now tell me how you. Now they started appreciating to start thinking beyond their feelings. That Bramwel Kumbe, it doesn't matter how I feel. Yes. I must focus on the goal first.
Yes.
And then deal with our differences later.
Yes.
Grace, if love indeed is we need skills to keep this particular love, as you've actually put.
Yes.
What are some of these skills couples must practice daily to keep love alive?
Right. Now, there is something that Deborah has said, which is very important, that we are human. So within us, we have the hatred and we have the love. By the way, hatred is not the opposite of love. It's just the other side of the coin, depending on which environment you are in. So one of the things that Deborah has identified is what we call the pause. The pause is one of the techniques of emotional intelligence. So what is it saying? Recover fast before you respond.
Okay.
Because if you don't recover fast, you're going to react. Now, I have been doing a class, ile class yetu ya neuro plasticity, but we've been talking about restoring your nervous system. So last night we had a section where we were talking about how to identify your cues for danger, your cues for safety, and your cues for threat. Danger takes you to sympathetic fight flight.
Okay.
Threat takes you into a space of shutdown. where you collapse.
Yes.
And this ladder, where you have the shutdown at the bottom, you have the in the middle, you have the fight flight. So you are mobilized, you are on overdrive, and that is why people shout, like you were saying.
Yeah.
They shout, they are not listening to each other. And then we have now the safety cues. In this safety space, which is at the top of the ladder, is where you feel safe, and therefore you can connect.
Right.
You see? So when Deborah talks about, I go to my room and I lie down on the bed. By the way, that is Psalms 4. When you are angry, go into your room, lie down and think about it. You see? So couples, you are listening to me.
Yeah.
Start practicing that. That is called emotional intelligence
yes.
or self-mastery.
Okay.
Allow your relationship requires for you to show up in this conversation, because you see, you enter relationship because you are conversing with your partner. When you enter there, your relationship requires for you to be calm, for you to be clear, you have clarity, and for you to be goal directed.
Yeah.
So what is your goal? Is your goal just to tapika, or is because your relationship is the one which is going to have to deal with whatever you threw into the relationship? There is no way I can call you malaya, I beat you up, I browbeat you, and then again we come and say that we love each other. That love is not safe. And so what we want to do is to take care of self. I talk to people and I say, this person, if they continue to be like this, they are going to lose me. I say, no, you are going to lose yourself.
Yeah.
Because you are looking at each other like this.
Exactly.
You see, so you have already lost yourself, and you think that you are going to lose them or they are going to lose you. No, the aftermath of a toxic relationship is the loss of self. Today, how many people are crying, I lost my 10 years with this person? Imagine. Why? Because you never knew where the real control is.
Yeah.
The real control is in you. And this is what I am. In March, I am going to do another cohort of restoring your nervous system. If your nervous system is always dysregulated, you are not going to create a healthy marriage. And when people come on Saturday, we are going to talk about the skills or the practices. They are very simple. Kuosha uso, kuondoka, kusema sasa, give me a minute. Go to the bathroom, wash your face. Cold water activates the nerve in your body that actually starts the parasympathetic system. The parasympathetic system, and I talked about that 3 or 4 weeks ago, is where you recover. Please, people, listen to me, couples. Recover fast before you reconnect.
Grace.
Don't reconnect in the space where you are fight, flight, or you are down there.
Exactly. It is on Saturday.
Yes.
Let me be the first one to register.
Yes, please do. 07
97 490 404.
Yes.
I am the first one to register.
Yes.
My dear listener, I need a number 2. Come, join me, so that we can get all these skills to make ourselves better fast.
Yes.
Okay? We make ourselves better because we are hurting our marriages.
Yes.
That is the truth.
And if you don't know yourself and you don't know how to self-regulate, what you are doing into your marriage is destroying it with your own hands. Now, I want to show people, let's remember how it used to be in the beginning. So the things we used to do, we do more by taking care of ourselves first. Before I give you silent treatment, I need to go and tell you I need a moment. But one of the things we need to understand is that when we do the understanding of each other, then I can even tell my partner, by the way, you are too escalated. How about you take a break and we come and talk about this later. And for the other person to see my partner is doing what we call co-regulation with me.
Okay.
They are joining me. They are not pulling away from me. They are recognizing, validating that I'm not okay. I usually say, hug your cactus wife. Unajua your cactus inakuanga na inakuchoma.
Yes.
This rose flower that you have, stop running away from it. Hug
it.
Namwambie, come here. Let me soothe you.
Talking about hugging, Grace,
Yes.
there is a very interesting question here
Yes.
as we are winding. I know our time is up, by the way, but the conversation. Some of us, listen to this, some of us are living with partners
Yes.
who, after a disagreement,
Yes.
they mute for months.
Yes.
No solving issues.
Yes.
It is very demoralizing.
And that is what I am saying.
Yeah.
Because that person has gone into shutdown.
Exactly.
It does not help a relationship.
My dear listener, please be the second. Join me, okay, in registering. I'm telling you, you will come out better.
We will come and talk about
Yes.
the fact that you, like Deborah said, we are human.
Yes.
You are wired as a melancholic. You are wired to pull away when you don't feel safe. When there are no cues of safety and connection,
Yeah.
you will pull away. But don't pull away for too long.
Thank you.
Because the baby we called the marriage needs you to feed it.
Yeah.
And you who are on overdrive, because opposites attract. When you see your partner is pulling away, stop pursuing them. Go take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Reduce the adrenaline.
Yes.
So that now the two of you can begin to create plans on how to manage these times when your nervous system is dysregulated, so you don't connect on the dysregulation.
Okay.
You each take time to recover and then connect.
Connect. My dear listener, what are you feeding your marriage? Think about it. Maybe mamka asubuhi leo amjongeleshana. What are you feeding your marriage? Grace, how can they register?
They can register by going. First of all, you can use my website.
Yes.
www.gracekaraoke.co.ke. There is you just click on that event,
Alright.
and you can register that way. Or you can call 0797 490 404, or you can send to M-Pesa Till 5
Till
857
857
349.
349.
Yeah, it's called. It will have the name Harbor Counseling and Consulting.
All right.
And you can send your 1,000 there for a couple.
Okay.
Yes.
That is it, my dear listener. 1,000 is too little. All right, to save your marriage, my dear listener. Take this opportunity that Grace is giving you. For any inquiries, 0797 490 404. The conversation keeps going on the other side.
Yes.
On Saturday.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Grace, for your time.
You are so welcome.
Deborah.
Yes.
Are you still there? What is your parting shot this morning?
My parting shot is that we should do unto others what we want them to do unto us.
All right.
Just that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes.
And as you continue training those young men and women, I wish them all the best, and I wish you all the best as well.
Thank you.
All right. See you again if you have time. Pass by and say hi.
I will.
Tunakuwa tu hapa na Grace tukicheka.
Sawa.
Tukielimisha watu. Thank you so much, Grace.
You are so welcome.
Thank you so much, Deborah, for passing by. Asante sana. All right, my dear listener, that has been our time. Mwalimu Perpetua says, Bramwel, love is color red. Thank you so much, Mama Margaret. Asante sana. Thank you for your time, my dear listener. Let's do this again tomorrow, God willing. Do have a productive Wednesday.
Radio Waomini. Your radio.
Times could be tough, but you need